All right, we're joined here by head coach Phil Neville. Phil, thanks for joining us. Can you start us off with just your opening thoughts on tonight's match?
Yeah, I mean, take away sort of like the emotions of who were support. I thought it was a brilliant game of football end to end, which I hated really from a coach point of view. So point gained. I think DC created enough chances probably to win the game. I think that's pretty fair from our point of view. Max Crepeau was incredible. James, and you think about Pantemis last week and Max this week, we've got two brilliant goalkeepers that probably both deserve to start. I mean, telling Pantemis he wasn't playing was a tough conversation. So it's a point gained. I think what we saw tonight is exactly where we are as probably as a team. Is that this league is tough when you play against experienced players with that play sort of like a direct type style. Is that we've got players that need to learn that side of the game. And at 2-0, I never felt comfortable at 2-0. We weren't in control. We were conceding chances. That's why I went to the 5, and then within 60 seconds we'd conceded the penalty, and then it was under real pressure then. So the players dug in. It's a point gain. Maybe in the last 2 seasons we would have lost that game. So I think in this situation we take the positives from the fact that we've scored another 2 goals. We've had some outstanding performances from certain individuals, and like I said after Colorado, my feeling after Colorado and my feeling today is no different. We've still got a lot of work to do, and I didn't get too up at Colorado, and I'm not going to get too down tonight with a point, with a lucky point. So all in all, 4 points from the first 2 games is I'd say it's probably par for what we deserved probably, and full credit to DC. I thought they played well.
We'll open it up to questions. Who would like to start? Alex?
Alex Barnes, Stumptown Footy. Phil, you mentioned that double switch in the 65th that switched you guys to a 3 at the back. Just wanted to get your thoughts on maybe what went wrong in that period where DC get their 2 goals, and then bringing Araujo on to switch maybe back to the back 4 at the end and looked like solidified it a bit.
Well, I thought before they got the penalty, I thought their goal was coming. So it wasn't as if the switch to a 3 helped them get their goal. It was I wanted to change the rhythm of the game. I wanted to change the way that the game goes. I thought we came out in the second half and didn't gain any control, any passing rhythm. And so I wanted to get more people central, and then we give literally the goal away straight away. So the system wasn't allowed to probably develop the way that we wanted, and then we were under the cosh. So we brought Miguel on, who I thought was really good when he came on at right back. He was aggressive. He shored up the game, and going to a back 4 with 4 experienced players in that back 4 helped. I feel as if I think this team still needs experience. We're short on numbers, we're short on depth at this moment in time with players out, and I think at times in the first probably 50 minutes it showed that the inexperience in certain positions. The 2 down the right, very young players. The boy on the left was up against a really experienced right back today. So I thought just bringing in the experienced heads at the back just give us a little bit of calmness. It just brought a calmness to the game. And like I say, I think it's a point gained, and as a coach, you look at the changes that you've made, but I think with the 4 for the first 60 minutes, and then we went to a 3, I think the situations were the same. We're still conceding chances.
Hey Coach, Amy with Prost America. I kind of want to talk about that control, that calmness that you were saying the back switch made. It was a chippy match today, and there were some heated moments with Williamson and with a few other players. And so I'm just wondering how you as a coach control that tempo, control the hot-headedness, and get that order back while it's happening in the moment.
Yeah, well, I think I go back to what I said, I answered, but I think it's experience, to handle certain situations. They're a team that wants to disrupt. They're a team that wants to create chaos, and if you're experienced and accept that, you can deal with what they throw at you. And if you're not, then you can get sidetracked into a game that's probably not suited to how you play as an individual. So I think that's what happened. it was a real strange game, and you know, but it's like I said, I think what I know today is no different from what I thought a month ago. You know, this team needs a little bit more depth. With no Evander tonight again, so a little bit more quality. There was a couple of counter-attacks where I think with that extra bit of quality and composure, we would have probably gone 2 or 3 up. But take nothing away, I thought it was a point gained, and a point was probably a draw was probably a result that we were probably hanging on for at certain aspects of that game.
Coach Phil, Felipe Ramis from Napo Tengo Fútbol. How you doing? A lot of us, and I just hear, walking around and all that good stuff. We understand what you wanted to do tactically. When you switch to the 3 in the back, and you wanted to implement the fullbacks. Do you feel like there are players that you are missing in the squad to be able to, to follow your tactical analysis of the game?
Well, I think the we're definitely short on depth. You look at our bench, we're short on depth on our bench. We know we can't fill our bench at this moment in time, and we've got. If you think about adding Evander to that, Claudio Bravo to that, Marvin Laria to that, then you can bring players on. You think about the amount of work that Dairon does, Eric Williamson does, the two outside wingers do. There are positions where they brought the 5 sub rule in to rotate those players in those positions because they're doing the most high speed runs. So we just couldn't do that, and those players are giving absolute everything. I can't have a go at their efforts. It's just we just need to add that little bit more quality, and sometimes that quality is by bringing people into the roster. We've got a good nucleus of a good roster here. We're close to where we want to be, but there's still little bits of the jigsaw that we need to add to it, and that's obvious to everyone. We've been talking about that for a long time, so we're just going to be patient with that, and we're going to go with the boys that we've got at this moment in time, who are doing fantastically well. And I think it's a brilliant learning curve for this squad. Like I said, I think maybe this game last year we may have lost this game. You think about the goalkeeper performances; it was outstanding, probably the best I've seen in the league for a long time. So. We've just got to keep learning, keep improving. We've got a lot of work to do. Everybody knows that. We're not getting carried away, and we're heading in the right direction. That's the most important thing, and that's why, I know it's the second game of the season. I know we all wanted 6 points, but maybe 6 points would have been probably a little bit of a false narrative going into the next few months, and I think 4 points is pretty fair about where we're at as a group. We're a group that's learning, we're a group with massive talent, and we're a group that needs to keep working hard.
One last question.
Hey, Phil Tyson with the I-5 Corridor. What's the degree of difficulty in the week, or like the last 2 weeks, that Max has had in being able to have that performance today and getting integrated with just coming up to speed in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, you think about joining, getting a new job and thinking, well, I want to start the season in the team, and then obviously the green card situation is one where it's life-changing for people that come to America. It was life-changing for my family, where you become a green card holder. We knew it was coming, but it just came at a time that was we thought we could manage it. He missed the last scrimmage in Coachella. We thought he was only going to be gone for 4 or 5 days, and then there was a few problems and hiccups like there are at every embassy around the world. It's never as smooth as what you think it's going to be, and then it got to the point where he didn't land back here until the day of the game against Colorado. So the disappointment hit him hard because he was desperate to play in the first game. He's come here to win, he's come here to be a leader, and he's come here to be the #1 keeper. So, but we had faith in James, and then when James played well last week, to be honest with you, I knew I had to start Max again, because he's, at this moment in time, he's our #1 keeper.
We'll wrap it there. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, guys.